Hey everybody, welcome to the Auditory Vinyl. I am Doug. Thanks for joining us. Just here to talk about some music, past and present, releases then and now. Right off the bat, Supremes, 1965. Their hit Back in My Arms Again. It was their 5th consecutive #1, which at the time was the first time that a group had done that. And I'm guessing the Beatles went on to do it later. The song was written by Holland Dozier and Holland. They wrote numerous Motown hits. Florence, Diana, and Mary, the Supremes, Back in My Arms Again. All the instruments were done by a group called the Funk Brothers. Supremes, very cool. Oh, I didn't even mention that. That was this week, June 10th, 1965. Also, June 10th, this week in 1979, the Cars Candio, their second album, peaked at #3, sold 4 million, had the hits Let's Go and All I Can Do, and of course the cover art by Alberta Vargas, very famous artist. Great album. A lot of people argue about whether their first one or Panorama or Shake It Up, but I know it's hard to beat this one. This was a great album. June 14th, 1980. Billy Joel's Glass Houses went to #1 for 6 weeks. I remember this was huge. I actually prefer The Stranger. I think that was a better album. And then there was 42nd Street. That was also a huge one. He just tore it up in the 80s, man. He had so many great stuff. In the early 70s when the Piano Man came out. Let's see. 1970, this week, Let It Be. It went to #1. Of course, what Beatles album or song didn't go to #1? Just about everything they did went on to be #1. And some more Paul McCartney in 71, June 9th. His second solo album, Ram, came out. Certified gold, like right off the bat, and it went on to be platinum. This one has the hit Uncle Albert on it, I believe. I think so. But yeah, this was obviously a huge album for him. What else we got? In 74, Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You was #1, and Whitney Houston went on to make it a #1 again. This is obviously just the best of, but it has I Will Always Love You on there, plus Jolene, The Bargain Store, Coat of Many Colors, all their great stuff. Dolly Parton, arguably one of the best female country artists of all time. One of them, anyway. 1985. Year I graduated high school. Tears for Fears. This went on #1 for a couple weeks. Everybody Wants to Rule the World was the big hit off here. But Mother's Talk was a cool song, and Shout was also a really big hit off of this album. Tears for Fears. What else? Some more McCartney if you're not tired of him. In 74 this week. He number one with Band on the Run. It's really Wings, but it's listed as a solo album, but it's got all the guys that are in Wings in it. Another great outing by a great guy, great artist. What else happened? In 78, I forgot to bring that one up here, but the Grease soundtrack came out this week in 1978, and You're the One I Want went to number one off of that album. So there's just some cool releases that came out this week, years ago. Some new ones. And I've heard this pronounced two different ways. It's either Eels or Els. It's spelled E-E-L-S. But they got a new one coming out called Time. Carly Pearce, the country artist, her song Hummingbird's coming out. And a couple of reissues on Ultra Vibe is Art Blakey, some jazz tunes, and another jazz guy, Cannonball Adderley, coming out with some stuff on Mobile Fidelity. Who else we got? 80s hairband Enough's Enough. They're coming out with, I think it's just like a greatest hits, but it's going to be on multiple colors, green and red and black and some other ones. Seal coming out with a reissue. I believe Faster Pussycat. Little Feat is reissuing Feet Don't Fail Me Now. That was a big album for them. They're reissuing that. Some tours. Little Big Town, Sum 41, Luke Combs, Smashing Pumpkins. They're all on tour. Nancy Sinatra's birthday was June 8th. And that's pretty much it. Went kind of quick. Not a whole lot else going on. Yeah. So there you go. And if you're wondering, in the background, it's Chick Webb and his orchestra. Instrumentals never before on record. Got some his buddies, Bobby Stark, Sandy Williams, Louis Jordan, Teddy McRae, Wayman Carver. A couple of those ring a bell. Some good old jazzy swing stuff. So anyway, there you go. Take care. Have a great week. See you next week on the Auditory Vinyl. Enjoy the music.